Hey everybody, I just thought this might be important for some people. When you're really young, especially really young, the time of year when you were born, it determines, gee, I get in first grade, no I don't get in first grade, I'm in 10th grade or not, it follows you through your whole life. So, in the summer of 1969, saw many things. Woodstock, the hippie movement was at its apex. It was prior to Nixon's war on drugs. The economy was booming, LBJ, all that. The Satan slaves were formed in Chatsworth in the San Fernando Valley, right about 60 or 61. I was born in 62. Oak Park Hospital, right next to Chatsworth. And I grew up in Chatsworth till I was almost 10. My birthday is September 7th, 1962. That's important because in the summer of 1969, I was still 6 years old. In the summer of 1969, my mother had a brand new relationship with a man by the name of Don, who she would later marry and live together for 50 plus years, and he's dead now, and my mother's dead now. At the time, it was a brand new relationship, and he had a son by the name of Ricky. I think Ricky's still alive, and a daughter by the name of Lainey, which I think she's still alive, but hadn't met her yet. And Don and his son moved in with us, and that summer he bought his son a 1970 model, or it might have been a 69. I'm assuming a 70, but it could have been a 69. I didn't really ask that question. But it was a blue Honda Trail 70. And because Ricky was learning how to ride, I got to learn how to ride too at 6, not quite 7 years old. So I started riding the summer of 69 at 6 years old. I couldn't reach the pegs. It had a hand clutch and a foot shifter. I had to lean over on one leg, put the foot way down, almost like standing on one leg on the bike, just to get it to go into first gear. And second was even harder because I had to shift up. So just the challenge was just to get it in first gear the first time. And we just rode on top of the property around in a circle. And there was a hump I had to go over, which I usually fell over on. I learned how to balance really well after falling down numerous times that summer. But that's how I learned how to ride. It's also important that my next door neighbors moved in at that period of time, Flip and Marty Gooden. Flip was 10 years older than me, so I guess he was right about 16, 15. And Marty about a year and a half. So all my associates were dramatically older than me. And due to that association, I made friends with other older boys in the neighborhood who were the younger brothers of the Satan slaves. And they'd get high, the 12, 13, 15, 16-year-olds, and I'm the young kid hanging out, and they got the young get high too. And we're listening to Cream and other early psychedelic music. And that was my summer of 69. Learned how to ride and started getting high for the first time. Not like I got high every day, it's just when I was over there and they had some weed and would get the young kid high for fun. But what we do in our early days can, and usually does, echo through us for life. My previous stepfather, by the name of Dick McAvoy, he was in a band, played guitar, and he'd take us to see the wild biker movies, which influenced me, obviously. Marty and I would ride our bicycles around, and he'd be like, "Man, I'm Evel Knievel." I'm like, "Oh, fuck that, I'm the Hells Angels." At 6 years old. Funny looking back on it, but that's what little kids do. And we were all babies and learned how to walk and talk, and young kids, and if we live old enough, we get to be old men, and one day we die. So, the gentleman posted you know, if you ride a motorcycle, you're going to go down. It's like, well, yeah, it's, you know, quite possible. You know, I went down on the Evo a couple of months ago. It was next to a van. His mirror or something got on the clutch handle of the Evo. He didn't realize it was next to him. Broke clutch handle. The bike and I fell over. Bike and I didn't really get hurt, but could have been hurt. And that's why I changed the exhaust pipes from the stock pipes to the Vance & Hines long shots that now you see. Because obviously he didn't hear me and he didn't see me. And it's getting really dangerous not to be heard in LA. They're definitely not going to see you, but at least make them hear you. Let them be aware that you're there. So, yeah, you're going to fall down, but just because you fall down doesn't necessarily mean you get hurt. If you get hurt, well, that's life. You know, you want to have no risk. Sit inside your house and hopefully some shit from the airplane doesn't fall and land on your dumb ass. Well, life is risk. So you can decide to live, or you can decide to die. I decided to live. So, and if I was able to wear boots or shoes, I sure I could wear them. And so far, after 15 years of seeing doctors, I can't fix my fungus infection. Sometime this spring, I have another podiatrist appointment who will tell me the same bullshit. Oh, not much we can do about it. They don't know what to do. I've tried all the fungal applications and vitamin D and everything I've read on the internet. Nothing fucking works. It is what it is. See you guys.